Morning, sunshines. How you doing? Happy Monday. Surprise, it's me. I hope you liked our little gnome photo of me in the opener. Really excited to get started today. I hope you are ready. We are going to need, really quick, grab a ball or pillow. If you have a loop band, grab it. If you have a not loop band, grab it. And some weights, a bench or chair. And I think that's it. I'll cue you through it, but make sure that you have all of the equipment close to you, ready to go just in case. So to get started, let's go ahead and clasp our hands together behind the back, roll the shoulders back and down, reach the hands down towards the floor. Feet are going to be hip distance apart and parallel. Shift the weight back into the heels, legs are straight, send the hips back behind you so you feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Then push the weight in the heels down, squeeze the booty to stand. The entire time you're opening up the chest and really just stretching through the hip flexors, stretching through the glutes, the hamstrings, a little bit of everything. These are called good morning stretches. Francie loves these. I love these. These are so good. Just to get started, make sure to keep those shoulder blades squeezed together and shoulders down away from the ears. Let's go one more here. We're going to continue with the hip hinge. However, we're going to lower down, hands on top of the thighs. Once your hands come to the knees, we're going to bend the knees but send the hips back almost like a mini squat. Hands come up to reach up overhead and then clasp together behind. Lower on back down for that hip hinge. Bend the knees for the tiny squat and then reach on up.
Stop.
We've done a similar movement like this before. However, this is reversed. So I'm testing your brain. Good morning. You have the option. As we do this, so legs are straight, hips go back, 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 back. Soft knee bend here, as if you're sitting down into a chair. Bend the elbows, reach on up. You have the option for tippy toe, a little bit of a calf raise here, and then lower down. Hips come back, legs straight, abs are in the whole time. Now we are just warming up, but you do want to really think about how does the abs play a role in everything that we do? That's your homework for today. So every single movement, how can we bring the core into it to help either stabilize, strengthen, protect the back? That is your goal for today. And slowly come on up. If the knee bend does not feel good, don't do it.
Exercise.
Stay with the hip hinge, okay? Last one here. Arms come down, soft bend in the knees, bend the elbows, come on up, tippy toe. And come on down. Let's do a big shoulder roll. Let's get a few of these in. These feel good. Oh, I love these.
Begin set 3.
Big arm circle with the calf raise. One more after here. Last one. Oh yeah, booty kickers. Let's go. So we stretched everything just a little bit, just to ease into moving. Now we're going to warm up the muscle a little bit more. Add that row. Got to make it full body here. Intentional movement. So it's easy to be mindless and kind of move the body as you see me do. But I really want you to, again, to think about what muscles are active. Bring intention into this. What muscles do we squeeze to make sure that this happens? Let's go 3, 2, 1. Switch to a march. And on top of all of that, how does the core play a role in this, right? So every time that knee comes up, squeeze the core to make sure we're not leaning back, right? Keep that core engaged.
Begin set 4.
Arms come up overhead if it's available to you. As the knee comes up, elbows come down. Keep that core engaged to make sure we're not leaning into the back, remember? Whew. If this is not available with the arms, bring it right back to that row. It's totally fine. We're going to start off with grabbing the ball or pillow. Also, option for the loop band if you have it. Okay, keep going. The band is either going to go around the calves, above the ankles, or around the arch of the feet. Up to you.
Stop
Okay?
exercise.
Let's go 3,
to the next
2,
station.
1. Grab that band if you have it. Now, if it's around the calves, it's going to be challenging. If it's around the feet, arches of the feet like you see here, it's going to be extremely challenging. If you have no band, totally fine. You don't need it.
Begin set 1.
But it'll be a little bit easier. The ball is going to be squeezed right at the chest, right at the sternum, shoulders rolled back and down, squeezing on that ball, standing up tall on that left leg. We're going to kick the leg out to the side and then bring it up for a march. Out to the side, up for a march. Now the ball is here, shoulders are down. The ball stays touching the torso the entire time. The squeeze is to activate the chest muscles right where the arm meets the torso. We're actively standing on that left leg to make sure you don't sink into the hip. As the leg goes out to the side, we lead with the heel, so you feel the booty. Nice, one more. So good. Now we're gonna take a little bit of a cardio intermission. We have the option to bring the ball up and down to tap the knee as we march.
Begin set
If you have the band, you're gonna feel your quads. Don't be alarmed. If you don't have the band, use this as an opportunity to tap into the core and breathe. This is a really intention here is to get the cardio going, heart rate elevated a little bit. If you have that band, you're feeling it. I am. I hope you are too. Keep that squeeze on the ball to keep the integrity in the chest. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. Woo! Goes to show the movement does not need to be crazy big.
Stop exercise.
Wiggle the booty. Wiggle, wiggle. Especially if you have a band, you're gonna wanna wiggle the booty. Woo! So next up, planting that right foot down. The ball is squeezed, touching the torso the whole time. Shoulders roll back and down. Keep an eye on where the shoulders are. Core is engaged.
Begin set 3.
The left leg goes out to the side. Oh my gosh, the burn. And then bring it up, out to the side. And up. If you have a band, the movement's not gonna be very big. I'm being very dramatic with my movement. I will pay for that later. Woo! Breathe, core is strong to support. If you need to plant your foot down like I'm doing, it's not entirely cheating, but breathe through it, okay? Woo! Oh my goodness, and if at any point it's too much, you can always take your foot out of the band. Make sure you're breathing.
Stop exercise.
2 more, here's 2. 1. Yes, get rid of that band, but keep it close, we'll need it. Place the ball down, find that ledge, bench, chair for our plank. You know I love putting these in
Begin
all
set
throughout.
4.
Come on down to the elbows to start. I know many of you are capable of doing this on the floor, but I do want to start elevated today. Feet are shoulder distance apart, parallel. Push those heels back, legs are straight so you feel the calves, quads, and hamstrings. Tuck those hips under so the booty is squeezed, navel pulls back towards the spine, pelvic floor lifts up to the bottom of the rib cage. Actively push those elbows into the chair and breathe and smile because it's Monday, it's beautiful, it's not 105 degrees. We have clean, crisp air to breathe.
Stop exercise.
So much to be grateful
Switch
for.
to the next
Carefully
position.
lower down, one foot in, other foot in, abs are on as we stand, shake it out. We are going to be doing a bent over row next. So you can grab 1 weight or 2 weights. If you were with me on Saturday, yes, we did this then, but it's that good that we're gonna do it one more time.
Begin
I'm gonna
set
start
1.
kneeling. So my right hand down, right knee down, weights in the left hand, row it back, lower down, row it back, lower down. Shoulders and hips do not wiggle. The core is active to prevent any movement. So we're stabilizing through the core, just focusing on that arm. If you want more of a challenge, you can stand, bent over, weight in the heels, the arm out to the side, like so. See how close you can get that elbow towards the hip. That will help keep the shoulder out of the ear.
Stop exercise.
Give me 4 more. Here's 4. 3. If you're kneeling, it's totally fine. 2. This is just a more challenging option. Ooh, and I snuck an extra in there. Shake it out. Place the weights down for a second. Shake out those arms.
Begin set
Cross, torso repeater. Left foot down, right toe out to the side, arms up to the left. Tap the knee. Tap the knee. If you ever want more of a challenge, you have the option to grab one of your weights, but with that overhead, I want to be very mindful of shoulders. Woo! So you never have to use weights on this, okay? You're getting into those obliques with that slight lean. Navel is drawn in. When she says stop, give me 3 more, and then we'll do the row on the other side.
Stop exercise.
3, 2, 1. High five to each and every one of you. Switch the weight. Okay, you'll notice I have 2 weights. That is not mandatory. 1 weight works just fine.
Begin set
So
3.
you can start kneeling. is flat, core is on. Row it back, nice and slow on the way down. We're really working those stabilizers, really getting those muscles to fire. You have the option to do this standing, more core, okay, more stability. Keep those shoulders down. Core is on. Notice how I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. The arm doesn't come out to the side, it comes straight back towards the waist.
Stop, exercise.
3 more, here's 3, 2, 1, nice. High five, place those weights aside. Going in for another plank. I'm gonna go profile this time, also on the chair, okay? Come on down,
Begin
forearms.
set 4.
Feet are gonna be a little bit closer, but same thing, heels push back, hips tuck under, abs in. If it's available to you, lift that right leg up for 5 pulses. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this. Every time that leg comes up, it squeezes against the booty. The hips do not move because the core is active to stabilize those hips. 3 on each side. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3,
Stop,
2,
exercise,
and
switch to
1.
the
Step
next
forward,
station.
step forward. Abs are on as we stand. Whew. Notice my chair is here. We're gonna take a seat. If you have that band that's not a loop, grab it now. Sitting up nice and tall on the edge of the seat.
Begin set 1.
Let's take that right leg extended, lift it up, tiny lifts. The band goes like so, about shoulder distance apart. We're gonna pull it apart and bring it forward nice and slow. So open, and then 3, 2, 1, open, 3, 2, 1. Now hold that leg up as straight as you can. Energy shooting out through the heel. Try to make sure that that extended knee is at the same height as the bent knee, if not higher, okay? The band is below shoulder height. Whew, core is strong
Exercise.
to help support and sit up nice and tall. When she says begin set 2, we're gonna switch feet. If you can't hear, it is a bit quieter today. I'll let you know. Keep going. Core is strong, sit up tall, don't lean back. Don't you dare. Don't get
Begin
lazy.
set 2.
Switch the feet, right leg lowers, left leg extends straight, lift up a little higher, tiny pulses up, continue with the pull apart. Now this pull apart, so good, so important, helps with posture, helps prevent the shoulders from rounding forward. Notice how my arms are on the straighter side, I'm not bending them. They stay straight. Squeezing the shoulders together behind, sliding them away from my ears, keeping those shoulder blades as low as I can. Hold that pulse with the leg, hold it straight, energy shooting out through the heel. Whoo! Core is on,
Exercise.
open, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When she says begin set 3, we're quickly gonna come up to standing, lose the band. We're gonna do that cross torso repeater on the other side. So this time, we're gonna move the left leg standing on the right. Place that band aside, come on up to standing. Right foot down, left leg out. Right into it. Gotta get that cardio going. Squeeze that core as tight as you can. If you wanna add that weight, you can, but you have to give me 5 extra when she says stop. Getting into those obliques a little bit more. If you have a shoulder or neck, do not add the weight, okay? But this workout is whatever works best for you. It's your body. It's Monday. We're starting the week off right. 3, 2, 1. Lose the weight. Back to that chair for one more plank. Get right in. Tuck those
Begin
hips.
set 4.
Booty squeezed. Okay, we're gonna walk to the side. Right leg, left leg, right leg. Stepping side to side, keeping that core strong. If that is too much, then stay center and just do leg taps, okay? By adding the actual step with both feet side to side, we're getting those obliques a little more in a subtle way. Transverse abdominis, TBA, rectus abdominis, all of it. Whole gang's here.
Stop exercise and switch to
One more.
the next station.
Other side. Nice, one leg in, other leg in, come on up to standing. Come on down to the mat, grabbing that band, placing it around the legs, above the knees. Weights will stay close by. Whew.
Begin.
Once it's above the knees, you're gonna grab one weight on each side, lay all the way back. Arms come straight up, hips come straight up. You're just gonna lower and lift the hips. As you lower and lift the hips, we're gonna add the weights. Now these weights are probably on the lighter side, and that's totally fine. The first set is to see how many reps we can get in with proper form. So core is on, we have a narrow grip, so palms face one another, elbows graze the waistband as we lower.
Stop exercise.
Core is strong, drive through the heels, warm up those muscles before we get started. 3, 2, 1, hold those arms up, lower the hips, bring your feet touching. We're gonna make a little bit of a diamond shape, so feet together, knees apart, drive through the heels, squeeze the booty to lift on up, abs are in, lowering the arms and lifting the arms, just like we were in that last set, but a little bit slower. Squeezing the booty, driving through the heels, keep that band taut. Squeeze the booty, abs are in. If you feel your quads more than anything, your legs may be too close to your booty. If you feel your hamstrings a lot extra, that's proper English, a lot extra. If you feel your hamstrings more, your feet may be too far away.
Stop exercise.
Continuing through. Nice and slow with these weights. 3 counts up, hold, 3 counts down, hold. That nice slow movement forces the muscle to stay active, time under tension.
Set 3.
Woo! Keep it going. Add a pulse out of the knees. The smallest pulse, I'm exaggerating so you can see what I'm talking about, but really, you should not see this movement. You should just feel it chiseling away at the outer hip and booty, right where that little back pocket is. Keep the booty squeezed, drive through the heels, keep those hips elevated, still going with the arms, tiniest pulse. Abs are in to support the back and support the hips. Whoo! Feeling my arms, I hope you are too. 2 more, here's 2. 1. Nice, carefully lower the weights down, lower the hips. Keep the band, flip on over for our first plank on the floor.
Begin set 4.
If you need to come up to a bench or chair or ledge, that's totally fine. Tuck those hips under. Feet shoulder distance apart, just like we've been practicing. Legs are straight, booty squeezed. By having this band on, we're activating those outer glutes a little bit more. Tuck those hips, abs are in, navel drawn back, pelvic floor lifted, and hold. Woo! Now we did target the shoulders a little bit, but in a very safe way, keeping the neck protected. Oh, so you might feel them here, and that's fine.
Stop exercise.
Lower the knees.
Shift to the next station.
Come on back. Wiggle the hips. And come on up to standing. Lose the band. Whoop. Grab that other band if you have it. Okay, we're gonna loop it around something that's not going to move. Like so.
Begin set 1.
Roll the shoulders back and down. Soft bend in the knees. Extend those arms straight. Wiggle to the right. Resistance. We're gonna bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. Now, if you don't have a band, right? You've got weights. You can use the weights. This is something where we've done this before, and that should be totally fine. The idea is that everything stays completely still and frozen. The only thing moving is elbow down the entire forearm. Shoulder doesn't move. Upper arm doesn't move.
Exercise.
Core doesn't move. I'm moving my head. Yours shouldn't move. Breathing, your lungs should move. Woo! Yes. For set 2, you're either gonna love me or hate me. I think Evie's really gonna like this. You're gonna keep those arms straight. If that is creating a lot of tension in places other than your triceps, step closer, wiggle the shoulders back and down. Even if you have weights, hold it straight. Fingers shooting back behind you, tiny pulses back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, slide them down the back to make sure that the neck is not taking over, and just those triceps are feeling the burn. Come on, weight in the heels, abs are on. If you have weights, it's the same exact thing. The resistance is just pulling a little differently. Keep those shoulders down. You don't want this in your shoulder or neck.
Exercise.
There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Lower that band down. We don't need it. Come on, back down to the mat for a dead bug. Laying on your back.
Begin set 3.
All the way back and down. If you have a weight, grab it. This is only for the more advanced people. Both legs up, one leg up if you need it, but hopefully your shoelace is tied. Hold, tuck the hips under, abs draw in as tight as they can. We're not extending anything yet. We're literally just holding this. You can lay here and get nothing out of it. That's an option. However, I'm sure you want something out of this. Tuck those hips under, pull the abs back and in, pull the navel in. The rib cage sometimes will pop up. Think about locking that rib cage down so you feel the upper abdominals engage as well. Woo! That one is a game changer, right? Rib cage down, hip bones up, hips tucked, abs drawn in. Now for the next set, you have the option to extend one leg, bring it in. If you have a sensitive back, I want the leg to extend up, okay? Not out. Extend it up and in. The knees being in is what's gonna protect your body. For my more advanced ladies who want more of a challenge, you have the weight, opposite leg that extends, that hand will take the weight out to the side and bring it in. Out to the side and bring it in. Core is on. You will feel the weight pull the body in funky ways. Your core is here to stabilize. That is the whole purpose of this exercise, with or without the weight. The weight just makes that a lot more apparent.
Stop exercise and switch
You got
to the
this.
next station.
Give me 3 more, 3. Drop the rib cage, abs in, 2. And 1. Nice, lower the legs. Rock the knees side to side, place the weight down. Roll to one side, push yourself up, carefully come on up to standing.
Begin set 1.
Move any obstacles. Step tap. I know, seems easy. A lot of times when I start with something and it seems easy, people get nervous. Don't get nervous. We are doing a little bit of skaters. So you can start upright, stepping side to side, tap one foot behind. If you'd like, I know my shoelace is untied, I've got my eye on it. If you are feeling that this is pretty easy, lower down, weight in the heels, send that foot back. Add the arms. The more movement that we do, the more your body will have to activate. Breathing might start to increase a little bit, so exciting. Now for set 2, for those who are more advanced, if you want to add, not a hop, but see how wide you can get that step.
Begin set 2.
Now I may be going a little fast for some of you, that's totally fine. Go at your own tempo, but aim to get your heart rate elevated. Woo, you breathe in? I hope so. I'm going slower. If you want to pick it up, go for it. I'm just mindful of this shoelace. Woo! Almost there. Next up, planks, shocker. Option 4, regular or side plank. Up to you. We have 2 sets. All right. Everybody's going to grab a ball. So grab the ball, meet me on the mat. If your shoelace is untied, this is a quick PSA to always tie your shoelaces. Be safe. Come on down. Place the ball high between your inner thighs. Give it a tight squeeze.
Begin set 3.
Regular plank right now or side plank. So knees can be together, feet can be extended, lift on up. Arm comes up and hold. Nothing crazy. You can do the hip lifts if you want. However, I want to focus on that ball squeeze. Now the ball squeeze, when you squeeze, I want that bottom leg to squeeze up. What the heck does that mean? That means you're going to feel those lower obliques. If you're doing the regular plank, when you lift your pelvic floor up to the bottom of the rib cage, this ball will help you feel that a lot more.
Stop.
That deep core activation. Keep going. Squeeze that ball, inner thighs right here. If you are a side planker, you got 3, 2, 1. Lower down, switch sides. If you're a regular planker, I challenge you to
Begin
keep
set
going
4.
because we've already started. Come on up. Woo. Yes. Good morning. Happy Monday. Breathe through this. Squeeze that ball, no matter what plank you're in. If you're in a side plank, you're squeezing the ball up. That bottom leg is squeezing upwards. Booty is squeezed, abs are in. Elbow is actively pushing down into the floor to prevent sinking into the shoulder or neck. Are you breathing? Ah, so close, so close.
Stop exercise and switch to the next
Place
station.
it aside. Place it aside. Place the ball aside, lower down. Come on up to standing for our best and last exercise of the day. Grab your weights. Here we are. Feet are nice and wide.
Begin
Slightly
set
turned out.
1.
Weights on the hips, bend the knees. For a sumo squat, we're gonna be doing a good amount of these. The ball between the inner thighs was intentional. You're gonna lower, lift halfway. Lower, lift halfway. The legs never go 100% straight. Now there's a few things I wanna talk about with this. Keep going. As you do these, I wanna make sure that either you're going straight down. However, when we go straight up and down, a lot of times I'll see the knees collapse inward. If that is you, send those hips back a little bit to help align the knees with
Stop
the foot.
exercise.
The number one most important thing is that the knees are in line with the toes, okay? Back is still flat. But here we are. So that's set 1. Set 2, left arm, elbow, directly beneath the shoulder, light
Begin
grip,
set
palm
2.
is open, but that bicep is squeezed as tight as it can be. The other arm curls. Now instead of pulsing, we are holding that sumo. Hold it nice and low if it's available. Squeeze the booty here, always and forever, but really push the knees back behind, tuck the hips so you feel that booty squeeze. Abs are in to support the back, to support and stabilize through all of this movement. Notice how one arm is moving, the other is not. That throws the balance off.
Stop exercise.
As tiny as that may be, the core helps stabilize through it. Keep going. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Do not come out of that squat switching sides. Right arm down, elbow beneath the shoulder, palm
Begin
is
set
loose,
3.
bicep is active, curling with the left arm. Now again, make sure that those knees are in line with the toes. If that means you have to send those hips back a little bit, do so. Guaranteed if you do that little adjustment, you will feel your inner thighs a lot more. You're welcome. Almost there. Core is strong, shoulders down. Weight is in the heel of the foot. If you feel it venture towards the ball of the foot, you will also start to feel those knees. So make sure it stays in the heel. Are you breathing? I hope so. Woo, maybe a little bit of shaking.
Stop exercise.
Do not come up. I believe in you. I want you to believe in yourself on this. Stay low, okay? Stay low, stay low. No movement on this next one with the legs. 0. Keep it down. Elbows are in underneath the shoulders. Both palms face up.
Begin set 4.
Shoulders roll back and down. Hold. This is the last 35 seconds of the day, okay? You have done much more challenging things in life than this moment. You will get through this. Believe in yourself. Feel those muscles shake. You've got this. Squeeze the booty. If you want to add on, you can externally rotate those arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Oh my gosh. Breathe. Weight in the heels. Your muscles will hold you. They will support you. You have to train them to do so. This is where we do that.
Stop exercise.
Woo!
Your training is now complete.
Carefully, slowly come on up. Step those feet together. Shake out those legs. My goodness. High 5, high 10, all around. Now before we step away, I want to make sure that everybody stretches a little bit. If you have something to hold on to, a pole, a table, grab onto that. We're going to do a little bit of a quad stretch, okay? Very important. If you can't reach your ankle, don't fret. Grab that band that we were looking at earlier, wrap it around your foot, come on up to standing, and pull that band towards you. The idea here, your knees are together, hips tucked under, abs engaged. Now think about heel towards the seat, but the knee lowers towards the floor. while staying connected to the standing leg. Tuck those hips, breathe. Inhale and exhale. Carefully release. Shake it out, switch sides. If you need the band, wrap it around the foot. If not, go ahead and grab on. You want to make sure that the knees don't have a funky little space in between. Keep them touching together. Tuck those hips under. Pull the heel towards the seat. Thank you, Dave. Pull the heel towards the seat and think about lengthening. So the space between the crown of your head and the knee lengthens. Head comes up, knee comes down. Hello, quad, right? Breathe, inhale. Big exhale. Carefully lower down. Shake it out. You're gonna hate me for this, but you'll really thank me later. Come on down to one more sumo squat, not to work out. Don't worry, I see your faces. We're coming on down. Shoulders are gonna stay down. We're going in for a quick stretch. This does not need to be deep or low or any of that. We're pushing the knees out to get a stretch in the inner thighs without having to come back down to the ground. If you need more stretching, we have some stretching YouTube channel stuff. Check it out on our YouTube. We have some stretches in there. We will be creating more. And in November, I'm going to be trying to do more stretching. There may be a day where one of these Zooms is dedicated more to stretching than to a full-on workout. So you can definitely get to take advantage of that. Come on up, shake the booty, always and forever. Step together. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to chat.